Hi, it's Robyn Moser with RE/MAX Realty Professionals, and I'm here today to talk to you about what it takes to determine the value of a home. Now, the value of a home is actually far more simple than people think. You'll hear sometimes people will say it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, and they may have the wrong inference that means in those markets the buyers or the sellers determine the market value of the home, and that's not true. It's just who the market is favoring at that time. The only thing that determines market value of your home is what a reasonable buyer is willing to pay for your home and a reasonable seller is willing to sell that home for. So if a reasonable buyer wants to pay, let's say, $200,000 for your home, but a reasonable seller is not willing to sell the home for that amount, then that realistically means that that's not market value, no matter how much the buyer wants to buy that house. And of course, it goes the other way around if the seller wants a certain price and the buyer doesn't agree. So the only thing that truly makes market value is the agreement of both the buyer and the seller. And what realtors try to do based on previous transactions is we try to predict repetitive behavior. So we say that if that transaction of the exact same home in the exact same market in the exact same condition sold for that amount between a buyer and a seller, that those two reasonable people could come to that amount, then realistically the next reasonable buyer and reasonable seller should make the same choices. Now, does it always work that way? No. And certainly there are times where you can have the sellers more motivated or the buyers more motivated, or you may have someone in a distressed situation. But when we talk about market value, it always comes down to the mutual agreement of both to determine what market value truly is. Now, if you're curious about the market value of your home, of a house you want to purchase, feel free to give me a call at 403-818-3907, and we would love to help you out. Happy selling and buying out there.